Hey guys, how we doing? Good afternoon, gonna be good evening, something like that, guys. Okay, now today's birthday card I am using Forever Young cartridge. And guys, this is a really older cartridge, but it is so awesome. They got so many different cuts, and the lady cuts that they got in here, they are like the one to go, you know. So we're using Forever Young cartridge, and I'm using the Paper Tray Ink Spring Rain cardstock for my base. And for the layers of my paper, I am using Cotton Bloom Stack. And guys, this paper stack, it's an older paper stack. It's from 2010. But it's awesome. And also, the paper stack that I used yesterday is an older stack also. And that paper stack is from 2010 also. So, guys, this paper stack right here, it's so adorable. It got so many glitter on it. And look at how this paisley paper look. This is beautiful. And it's awesome. It is so gorgeous. And, you know, guys, I don't know, for the newcomers that are subscribing to my channel, I'm a paper lover. I love paper. I buy tons and tons and tons of paper because with paper, you need paper to make your objects. So in today's video, I'm using this pattern paper, and I'm also using, where's that other one at? I think it's this over here. Is it over here? No. And this pattern paper. So this pattern paper kind of have like little flourishes on it, and then this one over here is like a plaid type of paper. Okay, so let's get started. My card is going to be a different size card because I want to add something to it, and this is a 6 by 11 cardstock. And I'm going to score it at 5.5. And let me see if I can find my tool. Yes. I'm going to score it at 5.5. And I'm going to use my bone folder. I shouldn't really use this one because I kind of tore my paper. And it had glue on it from yesterday. Oh my god, that was like the most horrible glue I've ever used. And I will never use that again. So I ended up fixing my ATG, and I got some new tape. And it's doing the same thing. And the new tape that I got is from 3M. It's the Scotch one for the ATG, and it's doing the same thing. A matter of fact, it's not coming off the roll, but it's coming off the tape, and you know, you're still wasting tape no matter how you look at it. Okay, so my card is going to be landscape. No, landscape is this way. I'm going to do it portrait style. I'm going to have it open up this way. So let's decorate the inside. Now for the inside, I got this yellow piece of paper. It's going to adhere right there. So let me get my ATG and put that down. And this cardstock that I'm using right here is from Cardstock Warehouse. And it's a really, really good paperweight. Definitely good paperweight. I don't complain about their paper at all. Okay, now I end up using a paper punch, and I'm going to adhere this right down in the middle. And the paper punch that I end up using is the Modern Garland. And this comes with the corner and the edge punch. So what I end up doing was cutting this piece 5 by 5, and then I just did the around. I kind of messed up a little bit here and a little bit there, but you really can't tell at all. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to adhere this down. And this is where my sentiment is going to go on. And I'm going to try to adhere it right. Try to do it even on the top and on the bottom. And if I have the card even, it makes life so much more easier. Okay. And that looks good right there. Let me see, I gotta stand up a little bit. Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay, and for the inside of my card, I'm going to use the Scrappy Mom stamp set called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And the one that I'm going to use is Happy 29th Birthday from your 110-pound friend. I thought that was really, really cute. I can actually use this one. You know, I've been wanting to use this stamp right here, but I'm going to leave that one for another day. And it's just going to go right there in the middle. So let me get my... I have some type of... I can't figure out what it is. And I should stamp it in blue. Do I have blue? I think I have a... No, I'll just stay with black. I got enough blue going in and out the card, so... Okay, and that looks really good right there. And I might put some... Do I got some flowers that would look really good in there? You know, I do. I think I'm going to use this color, and I'm just going to put one right there. That looks really good. Or should I put one right there and one right here and then put a gem in the middle? That's what I'm going to end up doing. And these flowers are really cute. This from Prima. And it's Get Flowers. And I bought this on the clearance, and I think it was $1.99. And they had these really smaller flowers that go perfect. But they discontinued them. And you can't find the small flowers nowhere. And the small flowers go perfect just for things like this, you know. And let me get me a bling. Well, I had a doctor's appointment today, and my son ended up having his braces taken off. And my son, he looks so adorable without his braces. I mean, he looked it all right with the braces, but, you know, after having them on for 2 years, you kind of tend to, whoa, what a big change, you know, have his teeth all straight. Then I found out that we have to take him to an oral surgeon, and he has to be put under to sleep because he got 4 molars. Instead of coming out this way, they're coming out sideways, and all 4 of his molars are coming out like that. So I have to make an appointment and get that situated. Okay, guys, so that's the inside of my card, and let me like bring it forward a little bit. Okay, that's the inside of my card. Okay, now let's start layering the front of the card. Now the front of the card, my first layer is going to be the same color yellow cardstock. and it's going to be this size, and it's just 1/4 of an inch shy from each side. No, less than 1/4 of an inch. So you got the 8-inch, or like let's say 8, or like let's say 1, and then you got 2 notches before you get to the 1/4. It's the second notch. And I got this plaid paper, so I'm going to adhere the plaid paper down to the yellow. It's going to look just like that, and then I'm going to adhere the yellow to the blue base. Well, I'm end up having an order from a girl from My Creative Memories, and she's a consultant on the Cricut Circle, and you could actually order it off of anybody that's a consultant from Creative Memories. Okay, and I'm on March 1st they're coming out with a new cartridge, and it is called oh, I made a mistake already. Let me see if I can actually pick it up. No, I can't. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to work it out. Okay. See, I was a little bit ahead of myself. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere this banner. Well, not a banner, but it's just a strip. It's a strip. It's exactly 3/4 of an inch strip. And I'm going to adhere it right here. But before I do that, I have this glitter, this blue glitter ribbon. And it's from American Craft. And it's made with the chunky glitter. And I thought it was really cute. So I'm going to adhere that to my card. But I want to glue it down since I messed up and I was ahead of myself. So now I have to glue it down onto the strip. So now I need to try to get it like straight in the middle, and that looks good. And that looks good. Now I'm going to cut the excess ones, the extra off. Okay. So now I'm going to adhere this down to my card just like that. So it's going to look just like that, guys. And I'm just going to adhere it right here. And that looks really good right there. Okay, now what I ended up doing was cutting a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch square, and then I punched it out with my Modern Garland punch, and I made like a little frame. So I'm gonna adhere this down, but since I got the ribbon right there, I'm gonna have to pop this up. So let me get some pop dots. So guys, I hope your day was actually really good. Mine was awesome. It was almost 80 degrees in Florida, which, you know, after the other day, that cold spurt, you know, it's crazy that we get little cold spurts like that, because then we're right back to almost 80 degrees. And it was amazing weather, you know. This morning, I thought it was going to be freezing, so I ended up putting on some sweatpants, finding out that it was almost 80 degrees. But it's always good to be safe and sure, and, you know, than be stuck. Okay, so I'm going to adhere that right there. Now, for my image on Forever Young cartridge, I end up cutting out this girl right here. And I thought the girl was like excellent for the sentiment that I'm going to use. So, then what I did, I end up cutting her out at 4 inches. And then I kind of blinged her out. So here goes my girl. And I put rhinestones on the bottom of her dress. And it was supposed to cut out some buttons. But, you know, these little things right here were hard for me to put on. Just imagine the little paper circles. There was no way for me to put. And that was at 4 inches, okay? So this is my image. And she's going to go right there. Okay. So I'm trying to think if I should lay her or pop her up. I also cut out 2 of the bases because, you know, just one base of the black, it was kind of really weak when she got 2 layers of cardstock for her dress. So I ended up cutting it out twice. And do I want her right there? No? I think that looks really good. So let me adhere her down. And I'm going to use my 2-way. So just in case, if I want to move her, I can move her really quick before it kind of gets glued on. And you know, I could do half of her leg. I thought her leg was going to be hanging out, and it's not. And that looks really good right there. And for my sentiment, I end up using, where you at? I know you're around here somewhere. I don't know how you guys craft, but when I'll clean up my desk every single day. But when I go to customize a card, my table is a mess. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for my sentiment, I end up using the Scrappy Mom stamp set Blast from the Past. And the stamp set that I end up using is this one. It says, like, oh my gosh, you're totally, and it says excellent, but what I did, I taped out excellent and then I stamped it. I took the piece of Scotch tape off and then I put awesome there. So, my sentiment is, now where you at? I know you were around here somewhere. I just saw you. Oh my God, guys, this happens to me all the time. Oh, it was right here in front of my face. And here goes the sentiment. It says, oh my gosh, you're totally awesome. Yeah. And what I did was I ended up using these Recollections mini round gems. And these are discontinued. They had them a while back. So I bought them all out. And here goes some clear dots. And how I put them down was with the Zots, and I just put them down because you can't, since they're see-through, you don't want to see no glue on there. So I'm thinking if I should put that right there, just like that, or hang it up here and kind of give it a little touch. So since I got this popped up, I'm going to lay this down. So let me adhere this down real quick. And this is my second card of the birthday series. And these cards that I'm making is more for like the grown-ups. Because I try to also make grown-up cards. Sometimes it's so much easier to make funny cards than a grown-up card. So, but you know, you got to challenge yourself in both areas. Okay, let me kind of use my little Tweezerbees. My really used Tweezerbees. And I think that looks really good right there. So guys, you know, if you have a lot of stamps like I do, and there's always a sentiment that you want to use, but there's a word or two that you don't want to use out of it, all you have to do is use a piece of Scotch tape. Tape off what you don't want, okay? Then you stamp it, then you peel this off, and that stays clear. Then you put your stamp down wherever you want to put it down. Okay, so that's the front of the card. Now, I'm not done. I also want to add something to it, and if I can find it, I will add it. And you know, I'm like lost it again. I lost it again. And I had it right there. And it's not there, it's not there. See, what I ended up doing was decorating the card out, and then I laid it on the side so I can start doing the video. And I don't see it. I guess I'm gonna have to get some more. And it's so funny because just like a lot of my viewers say, oh, that happens to me all the time. Oh, yes. It happens all the time. There's not a day that passed by that is right here in my face, and I'm looking for it somewhere else. So, let me see if I can find those color buttons that I wanted to use. And hopefully I got the same colors. And I got one, and that one don't look too good. Got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I got my button. Those are probably the buttons that I put away. Trying to think ahead of myself. Okay, so now I got 3 of these buttons that I'm going to add to the card. And I'm using my Zots to put them down. So I'm not gonna push on them yet because I don't know where exactly I want it to go. And that one ain't gonna work. My baby's laughing over there. He's so happy. He's cooking dinner. And he outdid himself. Oh, I love him to death. I should have put some embroidery or some twine in between it. Okay, does that look straight? I don't know, I have to put my card straight. Okay, well there goes the embellishment, guys. There goes my card. Thank you for joining me for card number 2 of my birthday series. I enjoyed doing this. And the colors are totally different. It's no pink in it because I love me some pink and purple now, guys, okay? And lime green. Those colors, you cannot go wrong. And this is the inside of my card. I wish I had a little tiny flower where I can put up on her head. You know, I might have maybe something if I can. No, I can't. I think I'm just going to leave it bare. So there goes my card for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I also got a surprise, but I'll do that in a little bit, okay, guys? There you go. Card number 2 of my birthday card series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Bye now. And there goes the inside. Happy 29th birthday from your 110-pound friend. That one's a funny one too. Okay, bye.